This is the Boston Celtics newsfeed on CLNS Radio. Today is Friday, April 28, 2017. For the first time since May 26, 2012, the Celtics have the opportunity to earn the franchise's first playoff series win since that night, tonight for Game 6 in Chicago. As reported yesterday by CLNS's Tyler Trudeau, Rajon Rondo remains out with a broken right thumb, one that prompted Bulls head coach Fred Hoiberg to determine that Rondo remains a long shot to return in this series. Of course, Rondo goes by the beat of his own drum and has a history of playing through pain, including playing with a dislocated elbow during much of the 2011 Eastern Conference semis against the Miami Heat. Should Chicago rally tonight in Game 6 to force a Game 7 Sunday afternoon in Boston, the return of Rondo's speculation will only intensify. Meanwhile, the Bulls' best player, Jimmy Butler, appears to be dinged up as well. On a conference call Thursday, Hoiberg indicated that Butler will receive treatment in preparation for Friday's Game 6. According to the Bulls head coach, Butler banged knees with a Celtics player earlier in the series. Butler has averaged 22.6 points, 7.4 rebounds, and 5.2 assists on 41% shooting, as the player the Bulls have relied on the most in an effort to take down the one-seeded Celtics. Butler has shot just 29% from three-point, however, and was admittedly shut down by Avery Bradley during the Bulls' 11-point Game 5 loss on Wednesday, saying after the game that he lost his matchup against Bradley. Said the Celtics shooting guard on his matchup with Butler, quote, "My job on my team is to go out there and defend and try not to foul, and make the player work for every shot, make them work on both ends of the floor," end quote. When Bradley is on his game, there are very few players as good and as effective as last year's first-team all-defensive member is. Yet for the Celtics to truly match up as an Eastern Conference contender, they will need more games like Bradley's playoff career-high 24-point performance in Game 5, especially with his backcourt mate Isaiah Thomas struggling with a shot, having gone 2 of 19 from distance in the past 2 games. The Celtics know that the focus cannot waver tonight, especially against the Bulls team that initially jumped out with a 2-0 series lead. Said Brad Stevens, quote, "You just have to focus on the moment and try your best to control what you can control, possession to possession. That's where your focus has to be," end quote. After getting swept by the Cleveland Cavaliers, former Celtics and NBA legend Larry Bird has stepped down from his position as president of the Indiana Pacers. According to The Vertical, general manager Kevin Pritchard will step in to fill Bird's role as the main decision-maker in basketball operations. The Hall of Famer, of course, played 13 seasons in the NBA with the Celtics before retiring in 1992. He eventually guided the Pacers to their only NBA Finals appearance as a coach with them in 2000, took a short break from coaching, and entered the realm as president of basketball operations. Bird served under that title from 2003 to 2012, stepping away for one summer, only to return in the summer of 2013 to run operations. Bird plans to remain with the Pacers next season in a consulting role. The Pacers are a team in potential transition, with star Paul George's impending free agency in the summer of 2018, as well as a lack of sense on what George, a 4-time All-Star and career 18 points per game scorer, intends on doing. The Pacers can offer George the most money, yet legitimate speculation seems to point George in the direction of the Los Angeles Lakers. The Boston Celtics, with their treasure trove of draft assets, had been previously linked with George regarding a trade, including this past season's trade deadline. It remains to be seen if the Celtics will have a better chance to acquire George with Bird out of the picture. 3 games on the NBA schedule tonight have the chance to end, including the Celtics Bulls. The Wizards travel to face the Hawks in Atlanta, up 3-2 for a 7:30 p.m. tip-off, while the Clippers, down 3-2 with their backs against the wall, go to Utah to face the Jazz at 10:30. Celtics Bulls can be seen at 8 p.m. on Comcast locally and ESPN nationally. Celtics newsfeed is being powered by the SeatGeek ticketing app, the smartest and easiest way to buy and sell sports and concert tickets. Get a $20 rebate on your first purchase by downloading the free SeatGeek app to your phone. Go to the Settings tab and click Add a promo code and enter the code CELTSNEWS. That's CELTS News. All one word for a $20 rebate, and so SeatGeek knows who sent you. To stay up to speed on the 17-time world champions, follow CLNSradio.com on Twitter at CLNSradio. Be sure to subscribe to the Celtics newsfeed both on iTunes and Stitcher, as well as the CLNS Radio mobile podcast app. This has been Corey Prescott for Celtics Newsfeed.